Hey guys, Sovietdeath here. This is like my first tutorial video in like, I think 2 or 3 years. So, hi, how's it going? Long time no see and actually making a tutorial video. Um, Recently World of Tanks had their 3.5 update, which didn't really change anything with the vision mechanics, but it did change how it appears on the screen with the whole render range and view range and detection range circles. Well, cones and circles, all that fun stuff. So, anyways, so what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to have a little bit of fun with one of the more commonly disputed or unsure about facts, and that is detection versus sixth sense. I talked about this before, but never on a video. I've talked about it in the forums, and it's like let's do an actual video. I have two Xboxes hooked up to my capture system right now, so it's gonna be fun. Uh, so I'm gonna be using my account and my brother's account, which he doesn't actually play World of Tanks. I've played on it a few times just to fool around with doing stuff. So, and then I also have a gaming Stuka in the private match that I'm doing for this to help me along with doing multiple spotting locations. So here we're gonna go. Let me flip over to the actual screens. You'll see that there's two wonderful screens. It'll be my brother in the top, my brother's account in the top left, my account in the bottom section. I'm going to be in the Mutant 6. My brother's tank is going to be the Birch Gun, Artillery, and Stuka is going to be in the Hidden. Just to try to give everybody a good idea of what we're dealing with for views and other ways. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. I just want to start the battle, please. Thank you. Alright. I also have Fox Fader in the chat, but you're not going to hear him, so it's alright. Yeah, I'm literally using my Xbox app to capture one screen, and I'm using my capture card to capture the other screen. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the Radel Haloof to give a nice. Yeah, let me get rid of that screen for a second. But I'm in, obviously, my Moon 6. I do have the Sixth Sense skill trained on this particular crew, so we can show everybody what's going on with this. And I am going to move this tank right in front of this plane so everybody can see it in the world if they want to see it. So I'm going to put this here. Stuka, if you could just go and get in front of the Moon 6, and I'm going to move my artillery piece over where I want it to be. Da, 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 da. And there's my phone going off. Yay! Alright. I'm just going to move this into, you know, a fairly common area where artillery is. Basically. We're just trying to get a straight line to the tank. He's right. My tank's going to be right down by the downed plane. Yeah, you just spotted him. Okay. So, I'm just going to get my view over here we don't really actually need this on it right now. So right now, Stuka is spotting my tank. Let me move that out of the way. Stuka, could you turn and face away from the Mun 6? And not look at it, please? Okay. So right now, obviously, since I have Sixth Sense activated, which activates immediately after a tank, well, your tank is rendered on the enemy screen. Stuka, stop looking at the Mun 6. You'll notice that my Sixth Sense is on, but my detection is not. You'll see that right down here. Obviously, I can show you with my mouse since I'm using the Xbox app instead of everything else. So you can see that Sixth Sense is active. My artillery is not looking at the tank. Stuka, which is within range of my Mun 6, went invisible because his camo rating outclasses the Mun 6's view range. And since he is not looking at the tank, my detection is not active. Now what's cool is, even though that Stuka's not looking at the tank, my artillery, which is the birch gun, which does not have the view range to see this, if I were to go and actually have to have the Mun in its gun sight to where its name shows up, my detection icon goes off. So I am, let's see, 677 meters, 688 meters away. My detection's going off. So someone is looking in my direction with a gun targeting me. Now if I move away, you'll notice a few seconds later the detection icon goes away. Look at it again, detection icon comes back up. Okay. Cool. Now here's the kicker though. If I'm getting looked at and say I turn my turret away at about 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock away, I lose my detection marker, even though I'm still being spotted and I'm still being targeted. So as a player, your tank has to be facing its turret in the direction that you're being targeted from in order for detection to go off. The same thing will happen if I go down to, say, 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock, looking the other direction. If I wait a few seconds, it goes away. So yeah, that's something that a lot of players don't know. Now if I turn this all the way around and I look back, you notice even though my gun is still facing that way and I'm looking towards my attackers, my detection does not go off. Alright, Stuka. I'm going to move my artillery piece out of the way, because obviously artillery view is no longer needed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this tank actually towards our target. Stuka, I don't actually need to do anything. I just want you there for basically the artillery spotting. But what I'm going to do now is, now that I'm within range this way of actually seeing the Mun 6, obviously Stuka's still doing the spotting, and now my birch gun can see normally, not even in artillery view, my tank. And if you notice, my detection's going off again. Now if I actually face my birch gun away from the tank, it goes away. But here's where there's a slight little difference, because if I turn my view while holding my gun away, and I look at the Immune 6, my detection icon goes off. So that means that the enemy only has to be targeting you for detection to go off. Not his gun facing you, like you need to have your gun facing him. Like if I turn away my tank gun away and look in that direction, which is going to be a little bit difficult for me. I'm holding two controllers. Yep. I'm holding the wrong button per. God damn it. So, this way. There we go. See, my detection icon is not going off. But if I were to move my mutant up, give me a second, to where I can actually spot my birch gun. Oh, there's Stuka. Hey, Stuka! How you doing? Hey. Yay! Okay. Now, this might be a little bit fun, because obviously right now I have auto-locked my birch gun. I'm looking at him, and now I turn my birch gun to face the Mutant 6, and you'll see that he's detected. Cool. But now, if I do this, where I turn away, you'll see that I'm locked onto him, but since I'm not looking at him, my detected goes away for my Mutant 6. So, even though the birch gun is looking at me and can fire on me, I'm not detected. Well, I'm not getting the detected marker. So, it can be a little interesting. Because if someone is fairly good at understanding this mechanic, they can fire at you without your detect marker ever going off. Which is why Sixth Sense is very useful for players. Because right now, the birch gun is firing with impunity at my Mutant 6, hitting him, but the Mutant 6, if he did not have Sixth Sense, would not even know that anyone is looking at him. Now I'm looking at him, the detected icon comes back up. So yeah, fun stuff with detection. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get actually within the 50-foot render circle, just to show everybody this wonderful thing. If I actually get within that 50 feet, Stuka, could you just go get lost somewhere for a few minutes so I can take care of this? Because I need you to not be able to spot the mutant right now. So go hide behind that building over there or something. Just so that you wouldn't actually be able to spot him. Ow. Obviously right now, the detected marker was going off when I'm still looking at him. But if I turn away again, even though I'm literally touching the tank, the detection marker does not go off. So the enemy, no matter what, has to be targeting you for detection to go off. So, no matter what, the thing to keep in mind is, if detection is going off, that means someone is specifically targeting you to where your name shows up. Name shows up, detection goes on. Name disappears, detection goes off. Sixth Sense is a very good, very important skill. You don't necessarily need it, but it is very useful to always know when you're being rendered on the screen. If I were to move this tank out of the way, go behind a corner over here to where this build is no longer being looked at, to where he de-renders, you'll see that Sixth Sense immediately goes away. I'm going to get behind here. We only got 2 minutes left in this video, so making the most of it. For how slow this thing is. Alright. So now the birch gun is no longer spotting him. Stuka has gone lost somewhere on the map. I'm not actually looking where he is right now. Yeah. When you accidentally hit cruise control. Always a problem. Alright. So, no Sixth Sense has popped up. No nothing. As soon as I move out to where he renders again, Sixth Sense immediately pops up. Just reiterating that fact. So, detection is a very important skill to have. Well, understanding detection is an important skill to have. That's what I'm trying to say. Sixth Sense is an important perk to have because, obviously, people who know the detection mechanic can abuse it to where you're not detected and you're getting shot at. Fun little tricks just for people to know. Anyways, I know I kind of rambled here and there, and maybe it's not the most clear-cut explanation, but you can see all these examples and try to figure out how you want to interpret it. I might not have the best words for everything, and I may not be a very clear and concise person, but I want people to see these examples and understand that this mechanic can be abused and it can be played around with to cause problems or even just trick veteran players. So, thank you for joining me on this video. Have a good day, and have a good one.